During Frosh Week, you see these people on the streets, some of them face painted, wearing crazy outfits, creating a big ruckus, shaking their buckets and their tin cans, all to raise money for charity. Now, if you like to attend our nightlife and eat in our fine restaurants, odds are you're going to sit next to one of these people, which isn't surprising when over 30,000 people attend university here in Halifax. 3,500 of them are international students. So my guest today is Dr. Colin Dobbs, president of St. Mary's University, who's going to educate me into the reasons why Halifax truly is a smart city. Can I ask a question, sir?
Of course you can.
Actually, the first question I have is that I noticed as walking around this facility, looking at a lot of things have names of individuals or businesses on it.
We're right now in the Sobey building. So, for example, David Sobey and the Sobey family have given very generously. Many of us go out to our alumni and our friends and seek support, and that's why, in fact, we do have names, not just on the physical assets, but actually a lot on scholarships as well. The other end of the campus, we're building the Holmberg Health and Wellness Center, so that's another example.
Outside the university, do you think the city does enough to ensure that these young students are being prepared for not only life, but future businesses?
Halifax is a big draw. It's got everything that you need. It's called Smart City, but that's for good reason. There's tremendous outreach, and a lot of our faculty, of course, do other things as well. They're not just teaching and researching, but they're part of the community as well.
It's also making sure that we don't lose touch of big business in local communities.
Universities are not just economic drivers; they also play a key role in civil society. So in that sense, our students come and our students go, and they stay in touch, and they, in fact, are the future leaders of not just Nova Scotia, but of course a lot of our international students do return home, and then we have linkages back there. So in fact, that outreach of the alumni can be very useful to businesses. So in terms of your immigration strategy, we play a key role.
How do you attract the talent that you have here?
Talent is in fact a global issue now, but we've been very successful, and I think it's several things. I think first, of course, there's the academic institution, but then it's Halifax. Halifax is a draw. You want a rural lifestyle, you have it. You want an urban lifestyle and live in a condo and be right downtown, you have it. There's everything here that you possibly want.
But when you have students enrolled, what keeps them here?
Well, again, it's the draw of the academic programs, it's the draw of the faculty and the support staff. So it's that total experience. And then the opportunity, for many, they want to stay.
So is there assistance within the facility?
Well, we have career services on our campus. We also have co-op programs, so some students have already got that work experience. There are some exciting developments happening in Halifax, which includes the financial services sector. So a lot of our students coming out of the business program in the finance accounting area, they're actually getting jobs here.
Has the use of students in social networking changed the thought process of professors here trying to educate these people?
The professors have their own website, they have a blog. There's far more emphasis now on team learning, far more emphasis on collaboration. A lot of our professors are relatively new, so they're of a generation that embraces that technology, but I have to tell you, a lot of our professors that have been here some time are actually early adopters themselves.
How do you deal with educating students to the amount of misinformation that can be out there in the information highway?
Well, I think it's a challenge. It's just like everything else. When I was a student, we didn't have all of that technology available to us. So we had the library. But it's also a challenge for our faculty to keep up to date.
Yeah.
Because something comes out in Australia, someone else has said, well, have you read this? Have you read that?
It happens in a blink of an eye.
Yes. What the student today has to do is sift through a rather different set of medium of information. And they have to do that balance. We have lectures, but we also have a lot of tutorials and seminar programs. So there's a lot of way, in fact, that information can be sifted through. The jobs of the future, they're going to require good communication skills, good critical thinking skills. And those communication skills are both oral and written.
There's a cost to have a room as sophisticated as this.
In this particular case, for this building, which we extended and renovated, it cost us $25 million.
Now it seems like technology and education are so integrated. Like, I don't know, there's got to be at least, 40 computers in here.
Yeah. And this is a chemistry lab.
For a chemistry lab?
Yeah. I mean, think, immediately going to be dealing with chemicals and mixing them and all that kind of stuff, but this allows you, in fact, to report your experiments. It allows you actually to simulate, so you don't always have to mix chemicals. You can actually simulate it.
How can Atlantic Canada, in your opinion, better capitalize on the research and the excellence of the students and the innovations that are being made?
Donald Savoy, when he wrote the report for the Premier of Nova Scotia on the future of the economy of Nova Scotia, he had 4 areas, key areas. Trade more, and our alumni, of course, can help us in that, because particularly international trade. Secondly, to innovate more, and the lab shows that. At the same time, he's saying invest more. And not just invest in the commercial sector, although that's important, but invest in the infrastructure of the university system, the post-secondary education system. The last one is learn more. Put those 4 things together, and you get the centrality of post-secondary education.
Check. Easiest checklist you ever had to complete your life.
Definitely.
And that checklist alone tells what Halifax truly is, a smart city.